Colossians 4 and 5, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Call la Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, Wahawa Hakodash. Double honors to the hopefully like elder apostles, Lord willing, and being those at the Great Millstone Church, to the brothers here in this congregation, in the order, you know what I'm saying? Give a diligent shalom to the rest of the brothers, my brothers, you other brothers teaching this truth, on down to your younger brothers, the younger brothers teaching this truth, and all true faith and sincerity, shalom. To the rest of you believers, you men, women, and children of the Israelite race, shalom. All right, and on this faith of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, ultimately to the elect, those that are about to go on to be found, to have been in the house of David. Okay, so yeah, this is a quick, some quick words I just want to drop by the Spirit, and this is pretty much in regards to a conversation I had with a brother, and pretty much, you're gonna have moments that arise where I did something that was actually talked about. You know what I'm saying? That was something said by the Spirit that, and in these days, you're gonna have people who, due to the breaking down of the infrastructure, the so-called white man, that's pretty much gonna cause all the distractions that he had set up to, no longer stand or be solidly in people's faces to where they got time to consider and then realize error in their ways, and maybe that they had it wrong and we had it right or whatever, right? That these things would happen, but that never meant that, if that moment arrives in your face, you just, get gun ho and, what I'm saying, like get lost in really in what could be, you get lost in the sauce, and the sauce being these moments that's gonna happen. These moments are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? To the point you forget that, okay, this is still real life, and the outcome is subject to, if you will, the type of person that may come your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was never to say, everyone's gonna come bowing at your feet and you can trust them and they're gonna just wanna put you on a magic carpet and, you fly away and they applaud you and you ride off into the sunset. No, that was never going into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got people that got their own motives and agendas. And a lot of these people, they've been told already. So it don't make any sense to even respond and to a real situation not being real, in the reality of it. It don't make no sense to do that, to respond to a real situation, not realistically, not in reality. You're only gonna hurt yourself and play yourself out of what you can get from it, which is ultimately, more wisdom, more experience, more season, depending on if the outcome played out to the point where the person that came to you was somebody that actually just had a motive of getting you delivered up or something like that. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, or wanted to turn on you like Judas did your house shot, man. We know we in the time of the Passover, so everybody just want to you can't get in you just want to exalt your knowledge and, not use the wisdom that is of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is the purpose of the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Is to use it, not just flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a way that is not even being considered wisdom. It's like the scripture says, one that shows forth wisdom out of time. You don't want to shoot forth wisdom out of time, because that wisdom ultimately that knowledge. So, all in all, once again, Colossians 4 and 5, it says, walk in wisdom. You see, walk in wisdom. And I was just speaking on this. I did a lesson going into about the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, men of counsel. Okay, men of counsel, and I pretty much brought this out, but I'll read it again. This is Colossians 4:3, I'm going to start at. It says, with all praying also for us that the Most High will open unto us a door of utterance to speak, which is what? Your mind. They open up your mind to things you will be able to utter. And ultimately, those things, which is a mystery, of Yahweh Shai. You got mysteries of iniquity, mysteries of the kingdom. You got the mysteries of Yahweh Shai. To speak the mystery of Yahweh Shai. Yeah, Yahweh Shai is straight a mystery. People don't really understand how he works, why he walked the way he walked, how to successfully walk the way he walked. You know what I'm saying? Because for instance, you're going to have many that come to him in the end of the last days, or when he returns saying, Lord, Lord, he going to profess it unto them, I never knew you, even though they will have said, we cast out devils in your name and etc. Well, obviously, that was they was victims of of not having the mysteries of, they was victims of the mystery of Yahweh Shai. Like, how didn't they get it right? It was something they didn't receive or perceive. So you got the mysteries of Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, right? For which also I am in bonds. You know what I'm saying? And we in bonds trying to pretty much get, the legendary, according to the records, the legendary status or fulfillment reward that Yahweh Shai has gotten. This man that was said to go through the very things we went through, he was the author of it to the point he, successfully got through it, and was exalted and etc. Like, it's a whole mystery of that. We're in bonds to receive the mysteries, of our purpose. Yahweh Shai he's the representation of our purpose as so-called Israel, black, Latino, Native American, Indian men. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's our purpose? What's the purpose of the Israelite? Israelite in its truest state. It's Yahweh Shai, but one don't know, so according to the scriptures, it's just deemed as, even though people wouldn't even notice, the mystery of Hamashiach. So we are in bonds, meaning we are in this truth. We've been apprehended in this truth to receive what it's about. And when you're in bonds, you can't decide, when you're going to free yourself from the receiving of those mysteries, which is pretty much going to be through you being put through processes and different tests by wisdom, which is what we're going into. Wisdom going to teach you and try you. You can't depart, when you want to. You can't depart at all. You know what I'm saying? Period. Or you ain't going to be increased. You're not going to have those mysteries revealed. But anyway, it says that I may make manifest, that I may make it manifest as I ought to speak. There it is. You trying to manifest this. It's more than just flaunting what we know. We're trying to get what we know. We're trying to live out, what we know we are to live out. We're trying to live out what we know, It says, walk in wisdom toward them that are without. You see, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Because basically you could play yourself out of all of this. You know what I'm saying? You play yourself out of these very moments that set up for you to get what you ultimately here for, man. By you making it about something else instead of being real about, this reality. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah 50:4. The Lord Yahweh hath given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak. Let me say that again. The Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai have given me the tongue of the Lord learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. He wakeneth morning by morning. He wakeneth my ear to hear as to learn. So yeah, okay, people might come. They're gonna come in their discomfort in these moments, these particular moments when they've awakening, during the time, basically the downtime, during basically the time, this process of, which is really Esau's distractions faltering and him being, who he said he's been this whole time, being, no longer being, and people able to consider. So these people gonna come and they discomfort, and you supposed to, if you dealing with Yahweh Shem Shai, you supposed to speak to them according to how he said to speak to them. It doesn't change just because they can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't change. He's giving you the tongue of the learned that you may know how to speak to the weary. It don't matter who's, motherfucker can come crying, they can come do whatever. Like, for instance, if it's an Edomite, do you switch up your stuff? No. Do you, brother, put you on, something, and then you just take the moment to, that of something that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And you just take the moment to feel good. You know what I'm saying, about yourself. Like, that shit's stupid. That don't make any sense. This reality, man. It's not no dang game. A lot of stuff is perceived by the spirit, and you just blessed to be exposed to these things as being perceived. All of us. So you can't get lost in the sauce, which is these moments. People will come with their own agendas. You can't forget that. The scriptures talk about that. In 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, you jump down to the 40th verse. I'm going to cut this short. Adawan, Ratazah. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, you see, and they shall take away certain of you, being and feed you, being idle, you see, with things offered unto idols." So there it is. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you." So certain people, which would be these ones that's not easily, you're gonna be the easiest one where you're not walking in with wisdom toward them that are without, man. I'm not finna give you words to comfort you that you can't even receive. How I said, if I told you of earthly things and you received them, not 4:14. How can I tell you if how can, if I tell you earthly things and you receive them not, how you gonna, the St. John 3:12, it says, "If I have told you earthly things and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things?" You talking to us about how judgment work and the demons and all this other stuff. That don't make any sense, man. You know what I'm saying? This square one. If they so real and gonna repent, this is how you know it's all fake. If they so real and gonna repent, how would they, one, if that's truly perceived, you wouldn't be giving us, high things they not even ready for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make any sense. So it just shows, if that was going to be the case, you just got lost in the sauce and they played you. That's basically what happened. So when you go back to 2nd Ezra 16 and 67, for behold, it said 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." It says, and they shall take away certain of you. And a lot of these certain is going to be, and it could be ones that's, brothers and sisters that's walking correctly. But you could, it just makes sense for it to be somebody who wasn't walking with wisdom toward them that was without the wisdom. Let me help you by not giving you more than you could chew. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing with this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just this, because the scriptures say, let me grab it real quick. That's in 2 Timothy. Or 1 Timothy. No, it's Titus, Salaki. Titus 3:10, it says, "A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition reject." See that? So I'm not, matter of fact, let me started, I'm going to start at 8. "This is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly, that they which have believed in the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, might be careful to maintain good work." So once again, this is only concerned with those that actually believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. We only continuously giving this word out for the believers that's, that's of people that believe, that's of the Israelites that believe, the Israelites, by the way, that believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, so they can what? Maintain that faith, that belief. You know, it's certain Jakes that don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, this is only for the elect, man. So anybody else, you know, even if the Lord had them come to you so you can, you know, use them or they can help you, what's the point of giving them the doctrine? They're not of the elect. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell them some little things here and there, but it's just not walking with wisdom, man. It says to do that. It says that they which have believed in the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua might be careful to maintain good works. These things are good and profitable unto men. But avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. It's certain things you could speak on that could be vain. You know, you speaking on the word to certain people is vain. That's why the scripture say, talk not much with a fool. You know, once people done showed you a fool, it ain't nothing you could do. They say a man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition, reject. And that's somebody that believes something else. You already done told them once or twice. You quit dealing with her after that. They're not going to get it. You can't make them get it. You know? In the NLT, if people are causing divisions among you, give a first and second warning. After that, have nothing more to do with them. You know? It says, knowing that he, back in the KJV, is such, knowing that he that is such is subverted and sinned, because being condemned of himself. So yeah, that's basically that, man. So when you jump back to 2 Ezra 16, and I'm going to read through 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and a reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place and in the cities and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. It says, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. You know, so there it is. Oh, you gotta, you know, that's what we want to look out for. Yahweh Shah said that, Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So yeah, we here to preach this word. You know what I'm saying? But he said it's a certain way you got to go about having this knowledge. He handed everybody spiritual swords, but it's a certain way you got to go about, you know, wielding it, man. You know? See, that's why you don't give a sword to babies, man. You know, they'll cut theyself. You know, it says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, and we can't be babies, you know? The best thing a baby does is acknowledge the fact that they're a baby. You know, they don't try not to cry when they're hungry, when they're in need. They don't front. They don't care where they're at. When they need something, they don't act like they're too good to, you know? So us being the actual, you know, adults, if you will, right? Not actual babies, you should be able to, you know, you should do that even more, knowing that you've been, you know, even though you're not a physical baby, you've been told you're a spiritual baby, depending on where you at in this truth, you know, a spiritual, you know, baby, man. So the best thing you could do is accept that for yourself. Like, well, yeah, well, the thing about a baby, they don't front, they don't cry, they don't try to, you know, you consciously know you a baby, so don't be trying to deal with a sword before you ready, you know, because you know, okay, if I'm a baby, well, a baby can't necessarily deal with a sword. It'll probably hurt itself. I'll cut myself, you know. But anyway, so you have to be mature about this, man. That's heavy, man. Can you deal with the fact? Can you be responsible with knowing you a baby? You know, versus an actual baby that you could say don't know it's a baby, if you will. You know, you at least know. You can say you know more. You know more for you for you know more. How can I say it? You know, you factually know more than a baby that you know you're a baby out of you two, spiritually versus the one physically. So it's just, you know, you know, but it says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore as wise as serpents and harmless as doves, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. See that? You don't know who could be working for who, any of that, man. You're going to have people that come that's going to, I'll get this and I'll close out. You know what I'm saying? Malachi, I want to say that's 3. Oh, that's Micah. Zechariah 8:23 thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. So that's going to happen, but you got to remember the outcome, once again, is subject to the type of the people you talk to. If it's an Edomite, if it's Bill Gates and he come, oh, I'm sorry, oh my God, you're going to try to break it down to him, If it's, let me see, somebody that probably fell out, if you will, are you going to really, how are you going to just get, no, you're going to move. If you do deal with them, you're going to deal with them a certain way, man. That's just how it's supposed to go. The scriptures say right here in Sirach, the 14th chapter, in the 3rd verse, riches are not comely for a nigga. And what should an envious man do with money? You trying to give somebody this spiritual money to, like, they about to go flip it and stuff like that. No, man, what are they gonna do with it? They not gonna do anything with it. How Shah said that. He said, "Cast not your pearls before swine, lest they trample them." And go off on you, man. This is Matthew 7:6. It says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you." They don't care about this word. This is quick. They came doing, what I'm saying? I'm not finna, it's like trying to, nigga finally want to get it at your job. Like, no, I'm going to walk in wisdom, towards you, because you without. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you not hurt yourself, not hurt both of us. By not engaging so much or not answering questions you're not ready for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you believe something else, bro. I'm not even finna help you. No. So call Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Wahawa Kakodas. Lord willing, has been edifying. Shalom.